Okay, so my name is Mary Armour, and I am presenting the for side of this debate. So for lecture capture, why is it a good idea for us to make this available to our students? Well, I think we all, have the fear that, if we do lecture capture, this is the kind of lecture hall we may be listening to, that students won't necessarily see the benefit of attending a live lecture if they can just watch a podcast at a later date. I don't think that's necessarily true, but we really have to look, I think, sometimes at how we use lecture capture to make it useful. Do we necessarily have to record everything? If we are doing activities in class that involve participation, we're not recording these, and I think that then, removes the temptation of students not to attend simply because you have recorded at least part of the lecture. Another approach I also take is I may only make audio of the podcast available to them. I may not give them sort of the full video. So what do I think some of the benefits of lecture capture are? Well, I think first and foremost, it allows the students to focus on the material being presented, not on frantically trying to scribble down notes. With the amount of technology we use in the classroom, when we use PowerPoint, when we use videos, when we use a lot of imagery, it is very, very difficult for a student to be able to take effective notes when you have all this kind of thing going on. Okay? Lecture capture will allow you to record this so that they can focus on the material at the time, and if they need to go back later and make notes, it is also available to them. Okay? Another aspect of this are students where there may be language barriers, the various ESL students. They will often have difficulty, if English is not their first language, keeping up with the pace of the lecture, in which case being able to go back and listen, sometimes multiple times, to be able to get the full sense of what is being said can be very, very useful. Another key group of students that benefit this are students with disabilities. Okay? Often they must rely on note takers or recordings of the lectures. If you are recording the lecture yourself, you can always make the material not only available to them, but any other student in the classroom. If the students with disabilities are prone to situations where they may miss lectures on a regular basis, this also allows them to keep up with the coursework. Okay? Lastly, too, I like to be able to have this for review purposes. Often when students are taking notes, they may not fully understand the significance of the material that they're being presented that particular day in class. But as they learn further, they may discover that there were points that they didn't appreciate at the time and they now don't have adequate notes on. If they have the earlier lecture notes available to them in some format, they can then go back and review or review later on for exam purposes. Okay? So for all these reasons, I do think that there are a great number of benefits to lecture capture, and it is a tool that we definitely can be using, maybe not all the time, but certainly where the situation is appropriate. Thank you.